Cool.
All right.
Gosh. Crazy morning with the
And
and then the laptop just dying like that.
technology, dude.
They didn't want us to win today.
It did not, but we are going to win, and we're going to have this Q&A, and it's going to be great. So,
All right. I guess I gotta hold my phone up like this because it's on a charger. So
man, it is just not our day today.
no, I'm surprised, but we're here at 10 a.m. So let's get it.
We're here. We're going to do it. Um, just turn some music on, see how we're doing. I'm going to make sure I'm live. I'm live on Facebook. We're good. All right.
I can't unfortunately share my streaming because of the setup today, but
that is okay. That is okay. It'll be a-okay. All right, we got a couple of minutes here. So what's your plan with Bonnaroo getting the RVs back?
I think we're just gonna have to sit and wait for like a week until it stops raining and like dries up. So they'll just be sitting there. Hopefully, no. I think they're gonna be okay with it because the partner left it there for 2 weeks one time and he wasn't towed or anything.
Okay.
But I'm not paying for somebody to tow us out. I have several campers there, first of all. Second of all, they're like $200 minimum. So 200 times no. Mm-mm. I don't have that money.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. How many campers do you have there?
So I, under my business name, have I think 6 or 7, and then my partner, he has several there, and then my other partner has several there. So we all kind of work together.
Okay, cool.
So it's like, I mean, if somebody has a problem and they can't reach, Jason or my other partner TL because they're down in Georgia, guess who's coming? Me, because I'm only 30 minutes away compared to them. They're 3 hours, 4 hours away. So
Yeah.
so they're technically all my campers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. For those who don't know, Bonnaroo was canceled. I'm sure everybody in this area knows that. It's about to get ridiculous today. So.
Well, some of these people traveled across the country to get to Bonnaroo, and then they're paying thousands of dollars for lodging. So they're losing out a lot because of it, and I can't refund them back, unfortunately, because they're paying processing fees and things that like. So I'm charging for going to laundromat, and I can't take those back. So therefore,
yeah,
I feel bad, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
they knew the risk when they started. So.
Oh man. Alrighty. So today, Mercedes and I are going to be chatting about ourselves. But before we do that, we're going to just introduce ourselves. And what we want to do is we want to just let you know who you're working with or who you may be working with, just to get to know us and our reasons behind why we do things, and just a couple of fun questions in there too. So yeah, I think it's important for everyone to kind of know why we do what we do and what we're doing. So, our first question today is, how did you get into real estate, Mercedes?
So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest and say, well, I was just 19, fresh out of high school, when I got into real estate. Um, your daddy did. So sorry.
Good.
So I jumped into it. I talked to my mom about it. I'm like, what do you think I would do good in? And, we just were brainstorming, like, because I couldn't afford college. College wasn't really an option for me. I am smart. So I was like, okay, I can take this class that's temporary, not as long as college, and get into real estate. And I kind of got in not really knowing what to expect or anything like that. And I was, 19 years old. So, you know, but now I think now that I'm in real estate at 20, 26 tomorrow, I understand like what to expect and what I'm doing and things like that. So I can speak for myself now and say I'm in it because I love the education behind it. I love helping people set the money and I mean, like you make money when you purchase homes, you build equity, you set wealth for your family. Most people become billionaires and millionaires from real estate, and I understand that, and I want to help other people. So that's why I got into it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. So how I got into lending, my friend, actually one of my really good friends, she looked at me one day and she's like, "Hey, Ashley, I think you would be really good at this. I would love for you to work with me and be my assistant." And I was like, "Huh, okay." So I talked to my husband and I was like, "That's interesting. I don't know if I can do this, but let's try." And because I had no idea what this meant. Like I was just like going into it
Right.
expecting just to be her assistant. And when I actually passed my test and I got interviewed by their company, she's like, "Hey, so we don't have an assistant position open, but if you just want to be a loan officer, like we'll just throw you in." And I was like, "Okay. All right, here we go." I was like, "What's the worst that can happen? Really, truly, I don't like it and we get out. Or I make some money and we actually get to help people buy homes." So I learned that I really love it. And I am enjoying helping people. And it's a long game. It's not a short game. It's sometimes you're helping people build credit, and sometimes you're helping them just figure out what their plan is for buying a house. And it's so cool to see um, what I can do to help people. And so giving them information, I am loving that piece of it. So that is why I
Yeah.
got to it.
I think that's awesome because I think a lot of people don't realize that it's a long run. It's a long game. You really have to have heart to and desire to want to help other people to be a lender or to be a realtor. We don't get paid out of all the work. We don't get paid on every single thing that we do. So
Absolutely. Yeah, no. And so on that note, like what's something that somebody may not know about your job? Like what's something that like maybe that's the interesting fact of like
yeah.
we don't get paid for doing even helping you just to look at your credit, or we don't get
Mm-mm.
help like you don't get paid until the house goes through, right? So
Right until the house closes, and yeah, that's when you get paid. So that's one thing that a lot of people don't realize. When lenders or realtors are reaching out to you to help you, they sincerely are just trying to help you
yeah,
get to the closing table. They want the deal to close just as much as you do because they want to get paid. Number one. Number two, they've had heart in this from the beginning to the end. Like they get to know you, they get to know your family, they get to know your goals, and they want to help you accomplish those things. So a lot of people don't realize that realtors are not rich. Realtors are just people that are sincerely trying to help, and so are mortgage lenders. We work hand in hand. So
yeah. And yeah, that's definitely it's somebody was like, "Oh, can you look at this for me? Like I'll pay you." And I'm like, "No, that's not how it works." Like
yeah, it's not
I'm
how it
like,
works.
I that's just how I like we don't get paid until the loan goes through. We don't get paid until we're closed. So
Mhm.
it really truly is, like you said, you have to have heart in this industry. If
For
you
real.
numbers, and I don't appreciate that. I'm like, no, you are a human, you are a person, and we're gonna help you realize your dreams. Um,
Right.
which that goes along with our next question, which is, what do you love most about working with clients?
I personally just really enjoy seeing people because I am a huge go-getter myself. Like if I see something, I'm gonna do everything I can to make it work. And throughout real estate, I've learned how to be more strategic with things. Even if it's something as basic as I'm gonna sign my daughter up for this, and she's gonna make this many friends, like numbers and all that. So, I mean, I'm a huge go getter, a huge person that wants to crush their goals. So I like to help other people crush their goals. Like I'm living through you when you crush your goals. Like I'm like, yes, you know. So that is for me. What about you? What's your favorite?
My favorite is when the clients realize that they actually get to purchase their home. Like, it's like, oh, wow. Like, I thought this was going to be a super hard, stressful process. And
Yeah.
like, well, our job is to make it like not stressful and for you to realize that this can be a stress free process for the most part. Obviously, like, when you put in your offer, that is like super stressful because you're like waiting to hear if your offer gets accepted. But our job is to make it as stress-free as possible.
Right.
And so I love it when I get that like that text from them, we got the house, and like that's just so fun for me. Um,
Kind
but
of similar, me and you. Like we both are like we just love seeing people accomplish that. Like
yeah,
like I'm a huge empath. However you say it, empathetic or em-
Yeah.
yes, yes. Like I feel like I can feel people's energy. Like I can feel
Yep.
when they're excited. And I mean, their kids get their own room with their favorite character on, and just things like that. Like I
Yeah.
lived that too myself when I bought my house. So I'm like, this is great, you know?
Yeah, it's so fun to be with them, and also you are in that, like, you're in the sauce with them. So it's like when you're feeling those lows of like, oh man, we have to get another document, or we have to wait, or we have to wait on the appraisal, or what if the appraisal comes back funky, like all the different things. Like you're in it with them, and you're gonna feel the ups and you're gonna feel the downs. But the cool
Mhm.
thing is like having a good team with you that's able to feel those things with you is really important, I think.
Yeah.
So let's do a fun one. What's your go-to tea or snack on a busy day?
You know, really, I'm not okay. So I would drink a green tea in the morning time. Green tea in the morning time. Or like coffee.
Okay.
I just got this new coffee from Trader Joe's, and
Okay, look at
I'm
you.
already like an excitable person, but that just like adds to it. So it's pretty good. I put a lot of vanilla in it. How about you?
I just started. I honestly, I go for an Alani or a Celsius. I like
Mhm.
my lattes, but on a day that I need some extra energy and I'm just feeling down, I'm like, okay, if I drink one of those, like it's game time and we're gonna get going and it's gonna be great. A snack on a busy day. I love me some donuts. Not gonna lie.
Like a
I
police officer, donuts and coffee.
Donuts and coffee, man. Yeah, but seriously, I love me a maple bacon donut from Donut Country, actually. So,
Oh, I heard they're good. I have not had that. Is that like sweet or is it savory?
a little bit of both because you got the salty from the bacon, and then your
Mhm.
maple's nice and sweet, and the donut's obviously sweet. So, but yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one. How do you handle tough days or difficult clients?
First of all, I've learned this throughout experience that like people most people are good. Most people are responding off of emotion.
Yeah.
And you know, if it's a frustrating time and they're frustrated, they're going to be frustrating
Yeah.
because they're so first of all understanding that and just I guess just kind of validating their feelings, letting them know, you know, it's going to be okay. We're going to work together and give them time to calm down a little bit. When people calm down, they're usually, you know, they're usually easier, a lot easier. Most people, anyway. Now, the people that you just, you know, they just have no chill. Look, yeah, I don't really know. You just let them be them. That's all you. That's all you can do, really.
Yeah, no, I understand that a lot. When you said that people respond their emotions, it's really truly if they're in crisis mode and they're really honestly going to take it out on the people that are just around them. And realizing that and realizing that it's okay to take 10 minutes and just take a deep breath and to recalculate and just get yourself together so that you can respond calmly to them, because it is hard when you're in a situation that's really stressful to not also be heightened. At least I struggle with that. I don't know if that's something you struggle with as well, or if you're able to keep calm all the time.
That's
Um,
what I'm saying. The first thing we like, as long as you understand, like these people are not really, they're not really like that. They're just responding off their emotions. Give them time. Don't react off of what they're doing initially, you know, because
yeah.
after time they're gonna be chill. Most people have that chill button, you know. You just gotta let them calm down.
Yeah, no, for sure. What's your favorite way to unwind after a long work day?
um I've struggled with that. Maybe some mimosas or Cayman Jack. No, I'm kidding. No, okay. I'm kidding. I don't know. I really, for me, it is just like being with my kids. I mean, even though they're always around me, just like being with my kids, putting on Jenny and Georgia or like even their favorite TV show and
Yeah.
picking my feet up and just laying down, honestly. I mean, I have these like fold back
Mm,
couches when I say kick my feet up. Yeah, so that's what I do that a lot. Or music. Music really helps me a lot.
okay. All right. My favorite way is to get in bed and with a comfy blanket and some ice cream and just watch a show or something.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ice cream.
Ice cream. Oh man, right now we have Bluebell old fashioned vanilla in our freezer. That's my
You're a Michigander.
uh-huh.
Do you like Superman ice cream?
It's okay. I did as a kid. I know, but okay, Blue Moon. How about Blue Moon?
Oh yeah, Blue Moon's in Superman.
Okay, so yes, okay. But I don't know if I care for the other flavors in Superman.
Yeah, as
I
I grew up, I don't like it near as much because of like it has like bubble gum or something in it.
okay.
I don't know, like a flavor that I don't really like. But I love Blue Moon. It is the best one in there for sure. So yeah,
Did you
Superman or Blue Moon ice cream all day.
Yeah, okay, so Blue Moon is a Michigan thing for sure,
Yeah.
but Black Box ice cream in Smyrna, they had a Blue Moon flavor recently. And it brought me back to my childhood. I was like, what is going on?
They have it in Walmart, Superman and Blue Moon, and like a bunch of Michigan ice cream there. So yeah, they have it even in here in Murfreesboro. That on the Walmart on Old Fort or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Old Fort. Yeah, they have both flavors. They have like a whole section of Michigan ice cream. So check it out.
Interesting. I will have to because man, ice cream. The places that you can get ice cream, like it's hard scoop ice cream places, like the little mom and pop shops. Like I miss those.
Mm.
Yeah.
Have you had Cold Grill? I think it's like Asian.
I don't know if I have.
Oh my gosh. That
So
is the best ice cream. And they
okay.
do the rolls. They put rolls.
Oh,
They roll up
okay.
the
I've
ice cream.
had rolled ice cream. Okay,
So good. It's my favorite.
that's your favorite. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Ice cream crack queen. Sorry. Go ahead.
You're fine. What are you a morning person or a night owl?
At first, I was a night owl when I was younger, but now that I have kids, and when they were younger, they woke me up earlier. I started doing business, starting to have so much stuff to do with not only real estate but RV rentals.
Yeah.
I've had to get up at like 5 a.m. and drive 3 hours away with my kids. So I'm a morning person now. In short, what about you?
I have trained my children to sleep in, so because I can't do mornings. I try, and I think
Yeah.
it'll need to start shifting a little bit as my oldest gets into school
Mhm.
and things. This last couple of weeks we've been in soccer camp and VBS, so like we've had to get up at like 7, and I'm like, that's so early, and I know it's so silly, but it's like that's just how we've done things.
Oh, it's okay. You'll find your people.
But I'm she's like, not me. I'm not your people.
You will. No, I mean, like, because I find that I piss people off a lot of time when I'm blowing them up in the morning. Not blowing them up, but like calling or texting. And they're still sleeping. I have a partner. He's up until like 5 a.m. and then, and then he doesn't wake up until like maybe 11 or 12.
Oh
And
my
like I'm
goodness.
up calling him ring 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 at like 8 in the morning. He's like, mother, I just went to sleep. So so you'll find your people. That's what I mean by that.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, I don't stay until 5 a.m., but I'm not that type of night owl.
Yeah.
But okay, what is your favorite part of the home buying process?
Okay. So like I guess I don't really know how to answer that question. There's a lot. I mean, I guess closing. That's the best day for everybody. We get paid, they get a house, they get to be excited. I get to get them little gifts. I get to make it like a big day. I've actually started this. Well, when I get to closing now, I haven't had a closing yet, but when I get to closing, I have so many ideas for closing table. I wanted to be an event planner. I actually planned my entire wedding. So closing day is an event for me. I'm gonna go stupid. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna buy them stuff. I'm gonna do balloons. I'm gonna do cake. I'm gonna do gift boxes. I'm gonna do the whole 9 yards. So yes, that is the best day. What about you?
Oh man, let's see. I guess you win on the closing day one, but I enjoy when I get to tell somebody that they're pre-approved And because I've had a lot lately where I'm like, sorry, we got to work on some stuff. And so being able to say you're pre-approved, like that is a cool thing for me. And then when their offer goes on their contract and we actually get to start moving things forward. So
Yeah, that makes the realtor's day, because number one, that makes us like more educated on our buyer, like, closing costs and all that stuff.
yeah.
So when you say pre-approved, that's a good day for everybody.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. What motivates you to keep showing up every day?
um, I would say, which I this is pretty like a cliche answer, but family. I mean, family. I have two kids, that I want to give them a life that I didn't have growing up. And I want to give them everything that they want or need. I want to keep their opportunities available. I want to be the mom that's able to fund everything that they want to do. And I want to show them, how to have heart and how to build real relationships with people. And that's why real estate is a good, it's a good thing to be in, because that's what we have to do. We have to have heart and we have to actually care about people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that, like, doing this job is teaching my kids how to actually give a damn about people,
Yeah.
number one. And I mean, you can make a good living out of real estate. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's super flexible. I like that it's flexible because, like,
yeah.
for me, I've got 3 little kids and my husband works full-time job, and I
So,
honestly, like, I would love to get to a point where my husband can figure out what he wants to do and what he wants to, like, actually when he wants to wake up every morning and love what he's doing. And
yes.
so I would love to get to a point where we're able to do that
Oh,
because
yes, yes. I 100% agree. My husband is a truck driver, and if you don't know anything about truck drivers, like, they talk a lot, because number one, they're in a truck all day long by themselves. They're driving hours and hours. He wakes up at, like, right now he's been waking up late. When I say late, 2 in the morning. And he gets home. He got home early today because it's Saturday, but he's working Saturdays.
yeah.
And throughout the weekend, what, 4 o'clock sometimes, 2 a.m. to 4 o'clock. He's working 60, 70 hours a week. And that's, when he gets home, he's unavailable. He's tired. He's mentally drained. So, I mean, I want to be able to, yeah, like exactly what you said, want him to like what he does and be present in his kids' lives, because that's really important. And, yeah, it just makes everybody happy, right?
It does. It really does. I guess going along with that, what's your dream real estate project or goal?
um, So I don't know. You're talking numbers, or I mean, there's so many things that went through my
Yeah,
head
whatever you want to share.
uh, so I would say, I guess, helping as many families as I can, with that goal of,
In mind.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
sure.
yeah, that goal of home ownership. And I mean, really, that's it. I mean, I'm not in it 100% solely for the money. I'm in this town, Murfreesboro, without any family around, without any friends. My mom's in Atlanta, but literally all the rest of my family's up in Michigan. My husband's family, they live closer to Memphis. So we're here by ourselves. So I really ultimately want to build a community, a village to help me with my kids and just make those, lasting friendships, and honestly, and also help them close on their house and stuff like that. So, I mean,
Yeah,
I got a lot going on swirling when you asked me that question.
that's okay. Um, Mine, I think, is just freedom. I think freedom in a lot of ways, but like freedom for my clients, freedom for myself and my family. I think that's just ultimately, and that might look different for everybody, but I think that's important as to keep in mind as well for everyone. Well,
Yeah.
I guess our next one is a little bit harder to answer, but how do you balance work and life or try to?
You don't know.
I know. I was like, you've got a lot going on.
Yeah, for me, really what it is the people around me, they're great. Like, even if I don't know them, they step in, they help me watch my kids. my
Yeah.
partners, because I partner with so many other real estate companies. I mean, not real estate, RV rental companies
Yeah.
across the southeast. They help me with my kids. I mean, when I take an RV to deliver and set up, I have somebody who's on my team, Fireside RV Rentals. If y'all don't know who they are, they're the biggest RV rental company. They somebody in that crew is carrying my child or picking them up when they fall or telling them, hey, don't do that. So
Yeah.
I mean, and even my clients, like I had some twins. Her name was Mercedes, and her twin was Miranda. She had the same initials as me. It's crazy, but her twin was watching my kids sit in the truck. I did not ask her to, but she was standing by the truck watching them,
Mhm.
making sure that they were okay. So I think just the people around me have kind of helped me
Yeah.
with that balancing and making sure that my kids are safe and that I can still kind of be a mom, because I'm very, very like transparent with people. Like, hey, this is a family business. If you don't like kids, see your way out.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but yeah, just I mean, there's not really a total balance. Just try to be. I'm trying to be intentional with everything I do. So.
Yeah, that's great. I think I need to learn a little bit from you on that because I get frustrated sometimes when the kids are around and I'm trying to have a meeting or something, but
Oh, don't worry. Me too. Yeah.
it's like it's okay because I think if you don't want to work with me because my kids are around, like then I don't really want to work with you either. Like I'm
Yeah, they're not.
being honest,
Yeah.
like my kids are a part of my life and I can't get rid of them. So
They're a part of you. They're a part of your
yeah.
business. You are your own business. So
Yeah,
yes.
and so it's very important. We are a family business, and I like that. I like that you the way you said that. What is one guilty pleasure or hobby people wouldn't expect?
As a mom who works two businesses, I mean, who does two businesses and has two toddlers, hobby where
What does that mean?
that's actually really sad though. I mean, I want to learn myself. I am very like when it comes to, so I can say high school me, I love sports. I do love sports. I don't like watching them. I like playing them, and I
Yep.
like singing. I love music. Arts and crafts. I'd like to get girly. I mean, but as a mom who is struggling, financially, sometimes I don't always get to get my nails done or my hair done, but I like to do stuff like that. Just because I look raggedy don't mean I like doing it, y'all. I don't like doing it. So yeah. What about you?
Um, I definitely enjoy sitting down and watching some reality TV. And yeah, I'm just that type of person. Like all those different Hulu shows and stuff. I'm like all over that
Are
sometimes.
you Love Is Blind girl?
I am not. I didn't get into that one. I like The
Okay.
Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I don't know. I eat that stuff up because it's like I want to know about other people's lives that I can't. Like I'm just like I'm super curious about it.
Did
Um,
you see that BS real estate reality show Selling Sunsets?
no.
Oh, girl, watch it. It's not real at all whatsoever. I mean, you don't just get to walk down the road and find a $5 billion client. That's just not how it works. But that's how it works in Selling Sunsets. It's really intriguing to watch, even though as a realtor myself, I know it's not real.
It's not
But
real.
I used to watch that. There's a lot of drama. I mean,
Maybe.
yeah, I'll watch. Look, I'm all around. I'll watch that stuff with you too.
Okay. All right. Well, good. All right. Sounds good. Let's see. What's your biggest, well, we talked about that a little bit. Your biggest why for doing what you do is family, I'm assuming. And maybe you can speak more into that, but that's mine for sure.
Yeah, family and building a community. Getting to know people around me, creating lasting relationships, and teaching my kids how to build something like real and meaningful and with heart. So
Yeah. What's something that is funny or wild that has happened in your career?
okay, just recently actually, I was delivering campers for Bonnaroo, and they have like a very strict security system when you go in.
Okay.
And I pulled up. They have the canine dogs. I thought the canine dogs were sniffing for drugs, but no,
Yeah.
they aren't. They're actually trained to sniff for bullets and gunpowder and things like that. They don't care about the drugs, I guess. So that's how people with Bonnaroo are getting in with drugs. But anyway, I didn't know that. Thankfully, though, I still when I pulled up to the cop, I was like, they were like, "You got any firearms on you?" And I'm like, "No," because I don't really use fire. I know how to shoot them. I know. I
Yeah.
mean, my husband, he has, one, and his brother, he has like plenty. But I'm like, no, and then I'm like, oh wait, I do, and I hurried up and grabbed it out of center console really fast, and then I just like gave it to him like that, and he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. He was like, stop, what are you doing? And I'm like, okay, and I just take it and put it back, and then I was like, you asked for it, I gave it to you, and he was like, yeah, keep it right there, and he was like, I need you to pull over. I pulled over, turn your vehicle off, and then I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, can you just keep it while I deliver this RV? And he's like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, why? You're trained with these things. Why can't you keep it? And he's like, no, we can't do that. Took a picture of my tag, took a picture of the gun, and was like, turn around, go drop that thing off at the police station or at your house, and then you can come back. I mean, it was crazy because I was 100% innocent. That cop was so pissed off at me. He was young. He wasn't old. He could have been like my age.
Yeah.
But the second time around, I come in. I work with the escort team. So I pulled up, and they're like, "Why'd you turn around?" And I'm like, "I had a gun on me." And they're like, mm. And then they started laughing so hard. And then the cop was just like he's mad, and I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I seriously wasn't even thinking about it. You asked for it. I gave it to you." So yeah. So that was something that recently crazy, and then obviously the Bonnaroo cancellation with all these campers stuck in the mud. That's gonna be crazy. RV rentals is crazy. So
Man, yeah, no, I
how
don't know.
about you?
I don't know if I've had anything that wild or funny happen to me yet. I think just trying to get this is not anything like crazy, but it's like trying to get clients to give me a document that I need. I'm like, but they're like beating around the bush and like waiting, and then they're getting mad at me because we're not
True.
closing on time. I'm like, okay, I just need this one document, and then we can get moving forward. Like that's all I need from you. So,
Yeah.
so, but it's not anything funny or anything at the moment. I was like, maybe we'll have something soon, but
Yeah. Hopefully.
yeah. Let's see. If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
I ask myself that daily. Probably still in service somehow, because number one, people like me. People automatically, because energy transfers, I think people automatically know that I'm a genuine person. So I think I'm gonna do best in service, helping other people. Maybe
Yeah.
because I'm so soft and I care about other people, which I thought was a huge flaw because people like to walk over you when you're soft. But I am soft and I really care about other people. So I think service is where I need to be at. What about you?
I mean, I do cut hair on the side, so maybe I'd keep doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got my license.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cosmetologist.
yeah.
Okay. I would bring my nappy headed curly boy over there to you, but he will not sit still. So
Well, kiddos are one of my favorites to cut. So
really.
when he's ready, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys should come over for a play date. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think I would probably still be doing more of that. I did have an Amazon third-party seller business for a while, but that kind of went south. Like Amazon tightened up on stuff and they just nitpick at all the different things, and you don't get a lot of money for that anymore. So I'm not doing that anymore. But I think one of those two things if I hadn't gotten into the mortgage business. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Let's see. We only have a couple more questions.
okay.
What is one piece of advice you'd give someone just starting in real estate?
First of all, if you ain't got heart, baby, turn around, go home. This ain't for you. Um, second of all, don't expect to be paid right away because, like we mentioned earlier, you don't get paid for talking to people. You don't get paid for showing houses. You don't get paid to drive across the state of Tennessee to show a house that they want to see in West or East Tennessee. You do it because you want to, and if you need to keep a job to pay your bills, do it because a lot of us hop in it full time thinking that we're going to get paid and you don't. So my two biggest things: keep a job and have heart.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think there are some lender options out there that you can get paid right away. There might not be just fully commission paid.
Mhm.
But I would say for on the lender side, find a company you like working for, because if you don't like working for them, you're not going to like what you're doing. And make sure that it's exactly what you want, whether you're working in an office or whether you're at home. Um, and find a good mentor, because you're in this business by yourself. So,
Yep. Yep.
uh, yeah, that's something I didn't necessarily realize. I thought that there was going to be more training and more things when I jumped in.
There's
And
nobody, yep, just like real estate. There's nobody over your head telling you better do this, you better do this, and that. Like you don't have a boss. You have to get up and want it and do it because you want to and because you have the heart. And you have to realize you're unemployed. You're self-employed. So yourself has to employ you and keep going. So
yeah, absolutely. It is not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. And you got to love what you're doing, otherwise it's not going to work.
mhm.
Um, okay, last question. What makes working with you different?
um, first of all, I want people to know, like, I'm your real estate agent. Yes, I'm your realtor. I'm your realtor, not real estate agent. There's actually a different. Real estate agent is somebody who doesn't follow. Well, I wouldn't say doesn't follow, but they are not held accountable for the code of ethics or something like that. Realtors, we
Oh,
actually are held accountable for the code of ethics. We're ethical people. Number one, a real estate agent can be too, but we're held accountable for that. We have to follow
oh,
certain things. So I'm your realtor, yes, but I'm also trying to build a community. Don't forget that. Like I want to be your friend. I want to be somebody that you call outside of real estate for things, or I can call you so you can babysit for free. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yes and no at the same time. So I'm looking to build community. So that's the difference. I'm trying to build, a family away from my family.
yeah. No, that's great. I love that. What makes working with me different? I do care about you as a person. I don't think of you as a number. So I am going to send those video texts. I'm going to send the audio texts. I'm going to try very hard to keep it as personable as possible, and not just like try not to just email you, try not to just text, but to keep it more on a personal level. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep it nice and personable. That's what I do.
Well, I will say not only what you said, but I am somebody who became very intentional with my business because my first 2 or 3 years in real estate was like a trial, and I really learned a
Yeah.
lot. So like back into it now, I'm like, dang, back into it now, I'm like, I'm not gonna work with just anybody as a mortgage lender. If I'm sending Ashley your information, no, Ashley's good because I am not working with anybody. And when I say good, I mean she really cares. Like she's personable. She's
Same.
gonna help you step by step with filling out an application. You won't when you get the link from her, you won't automatically think scam because they're
Yes.
asking for my social security number on here and I don't even know who this person is. Like you're gonna be talking to her on the phone. She's gonna tell you and explain everything. So I'm picky about who I work with. So
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. And I
yeah,
thank you so much.
yeah.
Is there anything else we wanted to mention before we hop off today?
Um, no, I guess y'all can pray for me while I figure out this camper situation
Yeah.
at Bonnaroo because I saw that people were getting towed out, their RVs towed out already.
Oof.
They're stuck in the mud. My place of business is only across the street, so we can stay there for 3 weeks. I do not care, but I'm not paying $200 to get it towed out. But hopefully they don't make it to where I have to. So just pray that I don't have to spend more money than I ever made getting these campers out of the
That would
mud.
be insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's not have that happen. Well, keep us updated.